A very good morning to you this Thursday, the 14th of January. I'm Jessica Amir, a market analyst at Bell Direct. Well, the Aussie share market looks set to nudge up today for the second straight day, with the futures suggesting a slight lift of 0.1%. Now, it comes as Wall Street closed mostly higher overnight ahead of US President Donald Trump being impeached for the second time. Now, on this occasion, for inciting the attack on the US Capitol that took place last week. As for standout stocks on Wall Street overnight, Intel shares rising about 7% on news that the CEO will be standing down and replaced by the VMware CEO. Peloton shares, another standout, up 7% after a Peloton was upgraded by the Bank of America, given Peloton's new pipeline is looking quite strong and its new factory is likely to bolster supply and boost Peloton's market share. The S&P 500 ended 0.2% higher, the Nasdaq up 0.4%, while the Dow Jones pretty much closed flat. Utilities and real estate were the best performing sectors, rising over 1% each. Now, what to watch today and what could you expect? Well, firstly, on the economic side of life, building permit numbers are out today and they'll be closely watched by those invested in banking and construction stocks. Building approvals are tipped to have risen 2.6% in November, following the almost 4% gain in October, which has been supported by record low interest rates. And in early company news, Rio Tinto has announced that its inked a electricity contract with the NZ power supplier Meridian Energy, MEZ is the ticker code, really to keep Rio Tinto's aluminium smelter operating until the end of 2024 in NZ. Now, this might come as a bit of a surprise to investors today, because back in July last year, Rio Tinto actually announced that it would be winding down operations at this smelter in NZ by August this year, given the high energy and transmission costs. So you could expect Rio Tinto shares to come under pressure today, and you might have an opportunity to buy the stock if you're so inclined. What else to watch? Well, Abacus Property Group goes ex-dividend, and on the commodity side of things, the oil price took a breather from its rally. The oil price is down 0.6%, but oil prices should be supported to move higher over the coming months, and that's supported by two things. Oil supply has dropped, and Saudi Arabia will cut supplies of oil in February. So keep an eye on oil stocks that have been making waves of late, like Woodside and Beach Energy, which rose over 4% yesterday. Meanwhile, the gold price is up by about 0.2% as consumer prices and longer-term interest rates are trending higher. And the iron ore price rose to a new 9-year high overnight, popping to $169.55 US. So keep an eye on iron ore companies today, but keep in mind the BHP listed entity in New York did fall over 1% overnight. A contributing factor to this was that the copper price has lost almost 1%. So you could have a day today to tap into some copper stocks. As for trading ideas that could be worth your consideration, Morgan Stanley upgraded the footwear business Accent Group, AX1. Accent owns Hype, Vans and Dr. Martens, just to name a few. They increased their price target to $2.60, while Morgan Stanley dropped AX1 from an overweight to an equal weight position, noting sales momentum should continue to rise as it has been of late, while sales will likely normalise by FY22. And secondly, Audinate was reiterated as a UBS buy with a $8 price target on the back of stronger than expected sales in the second quarter. Specifically, Audinate's quarterly revenue rose 13% in the quarter, and that was ahead of UBS expectations. And lastly, Beach Energy, Unity Group and BetMakers Technology could be worth a look because they're all giving off strong bullish charting signals according to Trading Central. I'm Jessica Amir with Bell Direct. Stay safe. Happy trading.